Okay,
See,
recording's
this is why I'm
restarted.
here.
Exactly, exactly.
Oh boy. Oh
So
wait, hey. Now
yeah.
I get to introduce myself.
Exactly. Currently standing in for Silence is Voctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said hello. So that's cool. Alright. Also, we have two new contestants in the arena, which are Wildcat and Volivolant, because stuff that shouldn't have been there. So yeah, those are corrected now. Also, the first fight's already rolled because I was an idiot and put an Excel spreadsheet over the fight, so yeah.
I saw the fight though.
Exactly. It went amazing, and the Patriot totally won.
Yeah, totally. I totally didn't see the win on Metal Wolf or anything.
Nope, just definitely not a savage beating whatsoever. Nothing savage.
Not some epic overboost charge just to assert his dominance.
Right? Right, where the hell was this guy
True
again?
American hero.
Like-
Make sure you don't let that Excel spreadsheet block the battle.
I know, dang it. I'm actually kind of amazed that's the first time that's happened. Alright, so, yeah, Metal Wolf versus Patriot.
I show up and you block fights? Coincidence?
It's all your fault. Why'd you do it? What are you doing over there with all your mind control powers?
Well, let's look at what happened. Like, when did you start seeing visual glitches? When I appeared, so.
Dang it.
This is the first time. I have a history of it.
Why are you breaking everything? Bugging me
So
like...
I'm just seeing, oh god, Patriot's on fire.
Why does the Metal Wolf have fire? Ah, crap. Time to redo this a third time, because friggin' Metal Wolf has fire, and that therefore disqualified. Dang it. Okay, so. Alright, this is...
Banhammer.
Exactly. As we have the world's greatest drug dealer song in the background here. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just mark him down for redoing later.
You know, we could punish Metal Wolf.
I mean, to be fair, that was entirely my fault. Why? Have him go fight Grill Master again?
Yes. Yeah,
Alright.
someone's got to assert his dominance as a true American hero.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be back, he just can't have napalm rockets.
And before all the other inside rockets were taken up by the other guys on the team.
Yep, alright. Where the hell is he again? I can't believe I keep forgetting friggin' Freedom here. Of course he's on Freedom. That's... where else would he be? Alright, so we're gonna do this while looking at the next fights. And yeah, I know, they're supposed to be at the Grand Canyon, but they're taking a quick break right now. Alright, so...
Well, I mean, Grill Master, has to assert his dominance all over America.
Yeah, I guess so. So he just showed up at, like, the Mech Super Bowl. Which, by the way, I can't believe I never thought to call this the Mech Olympics. I completely, missed the...
opportunities.
Right?
Well, I mean, there's always editing the video titles after the fact.
Yeah, but then it also feels a little douchey. It's like, no, Olympics, only did it for the Olympics. I seriously forgot the Olympics were a thing.
This is an actual close fight.
Right?
But then again, what do you expect when you have two walls, one of which is like, the fact that, like, who's winning right now?
That would be Metal Wolf, actually.
Oh, shit.
Well, this is kind of a for the fun of it fight, anyway. Just because,
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Wow, finished off by a pursuit missile and even having some fireworks in the background. He just finished him off with style.
Yeah, that is acceptable.
America! Alright,
Well, that's what's good. I mean, it's the natural result when you have two true Americans.
True. Alright, so, here, first actual fight then. So we had, we were discussing about Orleans earlier.
Oh,
So let's do Orleans versus Supplice.
Oh, yes, do it.
Do it! Well, this is not even the right team.
Well, yeah,
Although-
like, why would you dare put Supplice on Wasted Lead?
Why? Because reasons. He's on a war hippie, that's even worse. But I figured Grasshopper, Barketta, Green Witch, friggin' Mystery, and Supplice are completely out of place here, but whatever, 3v2. Metal Wolf defeats Kami Spy. Ha.
Oh, man. Well, I
Gearing.
mean, Grillmaster does have those.
He's red. Dang it, he's here representing the Reds.
Well, maybe, you know, that clash, that Grillmaster got into that clash because he knew it would result in the greatest fireworks show. A worthy segment.
Maybe, maybe. Alright, so, Dewlight City.
Oh man, oh I see that, yeah, that comment there. So.
It's, my friend that goes by Leos.
Oh, okay. So, like, what did you do? Did you just give Orleans rockets in the middle or something?
Huh? No, I didn't.
You realize she has napalms, right?
If they have napalms, odds are I would have taken them off. So it looks like, yeah, they just have no inside rockets. So they're all crazy amounts of machine guns and blade. Whereas Supplice is essentially just rifles and large rocket.
Slaughter. I mean, it's almost like Orleans is a super close range AC and not in her natural environment.
That too. That too. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised I missed the Metal Wolf one, because I remember specifically looking through and checking if anything had that part equipped. Alright.
How much time did that take?
It took me a few hours, but basically I mean, well, a few hours over the course of a few days. Pretty much the thing is, since a lot of my work stuff and all that just involves around just going around checking different things and doing calls and that sort of thing, it's, you know, and pretty much anything on the computer I can just do in the meantime. Alright, so that is Orleans with a loss. Man, I'm gonna have Maid of Orleans stuck in my head now.
Yeah, the AC4 bots are pretty fun to.
They are. They work pretty well.
I still remember when freaking Max. I still remember when I did that video on like Max Dorifto though, and it like defeated Prometheus, and I'm just like, why is this happening?
Oh, and Royal just got hopped in here. Hey, Royal. Alright, so we want to do Cypress and Joker. I'm gonna try to actually get some fights in for this part.
Yeah, really. You know where you don't block the screen.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, also last time, like, I ended up just going and doing, I think, like 3 fights total over the course of an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, lots of going back and changing stuff, but there we go. Have these two. What's up? Well, currently, Royal, we had one fight that was blocked off, and then that same fight came back again and was disqualified because I forgot to take napalm rockets off of Metal Wolf. It's fine, that'll be corrected by next time.
I just had to open my mouth on that one, didn't I? Because you wouldn't have realized if I hadn't said anything.
I completely, yeah, would have missed it. He would have gone on a tear, beaten everybody, and then I would have noticed. Why is that guy beating everyone?
On fire when there's no flamethrower?
Right? It's like I'm looking at it and like, there's something wrong with this picture, but I don't know what it is. But it sure is pleasant and glowy to look at. Oh, by the way, Royal, there's also 2 new additions to the roster. You were saying about Vola Volant not being in it? It's totally in it now, so, yeah. Oh, man. I always love it when there's double slashes. I kind of wonder if they chuck that in as an accidental AI thing, or if it's just supposed to be the most anime thing ever.
I feel like it's both.
Could be, could be. Alright.
Well, that was a single.
True. Yeah, so as far as new addition, Royal was asking about additions. As far as additions go, basically I had two that I had left in there on accident, which were Kurt Hectic from MDK over on one of the teams, and 9 Beef, which was kind of a customized 9-ball variant from a while ago, and I was meaning to override them. But now they're overwritten with Wildcat and Vola Volant, respectively. So there's that. And also, I think Joker's actually making a comeback here now that Cypress is out of his pistol. A pretty good fight.
I'm just waiting for one of them to fry themselves to death.
If anything, that'll probably be Cypress. He had issues because of his weight.
Yeah.
Chunky cheating bastard.
Could you imagine like Formula Front with part braking?
Oh man, that would
just,
be...
Like, I took hovers that were already hot and then just like made them completely useless.
Man,
Like, the moment your light went yellow, you were just gonna fry.
Yeah, Hovers got friggin' shafted in late 3rd gen, it's so mean. Just like, I don't know what they had against Hovers. Actually, you know what? Randomizers, right? So there was, okay, Royal's asking Wildcat and who? Vola Volant, you were mentioning the other day, you did a video on the thing, he was added in as a joke because you said he wasn't in the arena. But no. So I was doing a randomizer once, and it was something like, I think like 3,000 or something overweight on those super lightweight hover legs. Friggin' random MT just shoots it twice and breaks the legs. Oh man, the damage scaling was hilarious. Who actually won that? Joker? Okay, good. Cypress can rip in douchebag.
So yeah, so wait, is it like the black with the green text means they've won twice? Is that what that means, or...?
Okay, so... hang on, first of all, let me mark this down real quick. So...
make you forget.
Yeah, I forget everything forever. Okay, so, let me pull up this spreadsheet so I can show some one or two folks what I'm talking about. Alright, so, basically, and by the way, some of the random colors are changed now. So, the bright colors are essentially a matchup between two folks. Black with red text means that they've taken a loss, but they're not eliminated. Black with purple text means they've taken 2 losses and been eliminated, so that's Zoro X. Black with green text means that they've taken a loss and a win. I'm still deciding whether or not that means that they can essentially take one more loss or whatever. And what I was gonna do is essentially do a whole...
To make this go as long as possible, you should make it to where there needs to be like 2 losses, like net 2 losses.
Yeah, so that's basically why it's colored in this way. Also, why is that popping up? Okay, so that's basically the way that it is. So with if there's black in the background, that means they've lost one. If there's white in the background, that means that they've won one. The white and green ones are just kind of there as a, they've taken no losses and had 1 win. So yeah, if they essentially if they win twice, they still remain the same. If they take 2 losses, they're eliminated. So it's gonna be that kind of thing. Okay, so what I want to do next is these 2 right here. So Lionheart and Leonhardt, because From loves to friggin' repeat the same things over and over. So Leonhardt is the one from AC4 and Verdict Day. So this is the Noblesse Oblige, whereas the other one is the one from AC2. So yeah, there we go. One is the White Knight, one is the Black Knight. So
give me a second. I'm gonna send you something real quick.
Okay. Almost tempted to put some Tactics Ogre music over this. Alright, where are you sending it? Okay, there it is. Delta and Sorcerer? Alright, can do. What the hell? Why are there 2 Spider-Mans?
I just figured for the fate, right?
No, I'm the real Spoderman. Alright, let's roll for the arena. And Dewlight City, because it's going to be one of those ones where it rolls the same ones over and over.
I'm honestly curious. I don't know if the stream actually picked up the picture. I don't know. Yeah, I just found that picture where it's like Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man. I just figured, the names.
So, between the 2 of these, by the way, so the Noblesse Oblige, these are both kind of interesting in that they have back weapons that they rely on, so their cores have been used to replace them. So for the Noblesse Oblige, they have the Orca, or not the Orca, how can I not remember? Gaia, there we go. Thinking Orca from AC3, but whatever. Okay, because Orca is a thing in 4-answer, but whatever. Point being, his core replaces his parts, so his wings are still there. He's just looking a little bit different these days. And then for the other Lionheart, the Black Knight here, he uses a chain gun on the back, so he has a machine gun core. So, there we go. Lots of words for something that could have been summed up in like 4 words. Back guns are core. There we go. Still has those cool wingling dealies, though. So the fight for who's the real Black Knight here, which is...
Yeah, really. And they've got the same head, too, so it's like, oh no.
Yes. So the Noblesse Oblige is way faster, but the other one's got way more firepower, so we'll see. Nukes, and he's got a plasma cannon. So he uses the claw arms, I figured... That's...
Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen?
Nope.
I just want to see the explosions.
Yeah, this thing's pretty fast at dealing with this sort of thing. Oh, crap, wow, he just got nuked in the back of the head.
Holy shit. It was just like...
Taking it like a champ. Oh, man. It's actually surprising how little that did to him, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man. Just went for a slash and slightly missed him. Felt the burn off of it.
Damn.
Probably toasted.
Just cute.
Oh, crap.
Oh, no.
Oh, he was so close to winning, too. He was doing it the whole time, and now he's suddenly dead in the water. Oh, man. Somehow would have been way more fitting if it was White Glint, but whatever. Actually, I should have Glint versus Thermidor.
And we have another nuke. He's not, at least he's not trying to snipe the nuke.
Right? I don't know what AI criteria it needs to actually go for sniping. I think it has to have maxed out awareness or something, because they don't always do that. Yeah. But it's really funny when they do.
So, like, that's a thing where you could actually shoot the missile down.
Yeah.
That's an actual thing.
Yeah.
Not that you'd ever be able to do it, but it is a mechanic that is in the game.
I actually used to do that pretty reliably, but then again, I always used the 1000 MG, so it was like, well, I got like 300 spare bullets to shove at this stupid thing in the air, so I'm gonna give it a shot. And not to mention, it used to work really well in AC3.
Oh yeah, that thing was freaking just like hold down the trigger
and win exactly. Wow. Okay. No crap, Nicholas.
You're taking like, yeah, I can take your nukes. He didn't dodge the nukes because he needed to assert his dominance. It's just like, see, I don't know. I can be hit by your weak non-Kojima missiles.
Like, what is this Gen 3 crap? Man, that is... I really expected Noblesse to lose that one, actually.
Well, I mean, he had reliable damage and was able to stay relatively mobile, so...
True. True. Alright,
has Prometheus done anything yet? I mean, we still got that looking at all the...
Well, we're doing Delta versus Sorcerer next.
Yeah.
I'm trying to... I know Delta's on 4-1. Hold on the whole showcasing idea there, Royal, just a sec. Let me do this one first. Because yeah, we just redid the teams again. So that might have to be a separate video of its own. Okay, Sorcerer should be in Betrayed. There we go. Yeah, this should be a good one.
Sorcerer should be in the team that I just scrolled past.
Okay, stop rolling Duelight City. I know, Wheel. You love doing the same thing over and over. Okay, Hollow Arena.
I don't know. Why not just leave it on random map and let the game decide? It seems to do a pretty good job of not doing the same stuff over and over and over.
It sometimes does, but the problem is there's a couple maps which really favor one thing over another, and actually that's something I was discussing with Zora a while ago. So, for example, the Mine just tends to favor single-shot builds very severely, and usually whoever ends up on the bottom tends to end up winning. And also, the LPM Furnace has a heavy amount of ECM in it, which essentially causes their AI to derp out. It's just an actual feature they put in there. They're like, their AI needs to break if they're hit by ECM, so... You know how sometimes you'll have moments where they're just repeatedly charging into the pillar and acting all confused?
Oh, yeah.
That's a feature!
Like Jeez.
This is when I look over at the recording thing and find out the mic was turned off the whole time. Thankfully it wasn't.
They're overhearing me.
Alright, I will be right back because I have to go grab my water bottle over there. One sec.
So, at what point do I just start inserting sound effects and going like Q, Q, Q? I don't know, this is close though, but then again, I guess it's like bullet wall versus bullet walls here.
Okay. There we go. And I'm back.
Well, the fight was close, and now it's not.
I have to rewatch that later.
Yeah.
Sorcerer's tired of losing all the time. I know, somebody take me seriously. Friggin' killed myself off with mines in that TBM video once. You ever see that one?
Man. I don't think so. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
So he was doing a randomizer, and basically there was this, he pretty much ran out of shots with everything that he had except for floating mines. And pretty much, I think he put like the last mine out in the air and just kind of resigned that the fight was over with. Well, sure enough, he just decides to randomly make maneuver and run straight into the mine and blow himself up. So, worked out pretty well.
Damn.
I'm gonna think of it as Delta ever had a win in this arena. Also, Royal, I'll try to add the showcase in when possible. There's just a few of them to go through still. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
Alright, I guess Prometheus versus something should be good, unless Prometheus already gone. Where the hell is Deep Sea Fish on this thing?
Deep Sea Fish is about halfway down. Let me pull up the dealie here so that I can block some more fights.
Prometheus has already taken a loss. Oh.
Okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, actually,
huh?
Yeah, I'm sure we can go find that. I think that was the thing that happened. Actually, yeah, let's do the 0-0 Aretha versus.
What about the big white?
Sounds fun.
Alright, let's do this thing.
So wait. What
Huh?
is this about Royal Blues winning, Royal? Like, what does this I see? Oh, it's
Apparently one against Sorcerer.
Yeah, that's
Seems about right.
Royal Blues winning?
Yeah, I was watching that. That thing was having a bad day, but it ran into a lot of things, to be fair.
Yeah.
I haven't...
That video of Tic Tac that was pretty cool. Like, that one fight against Proto X was just like, there was hope. Every time there was hope, those hopes and dreams got dashed. It was just like, why Tic Tac? Yeah, I honestly should have turned on my mic though, like, after the draw, because I was just like, what the hell just happened?
Right?
And then the next fight, it just proceeds to get wrecked, and it was just like, oh.
Yeah, I can do it versus Grill Master also. I'm trying to... I'm being dumb here. Of course it's this one up here. What am I even looking for? It's got its own emblem and everything.
I know, right? Like that virtual reality thing, the idea of like virtual... You know, it's funny, like all the arena opponents in AC4 were like virtual reality, I think.
Yep.
Wasn't it something like that, simulations?
I think...
VR, but like it was a simulation arena, because we were given like data packs by different companies or whatever to fight these ACs.
I think so, and then... Yeah. I think so.
That's something like whatever, like the company might send you ACs that were from other companies, I guess, as maybe quote unquote like ways to figure out how to deal.
Which makes sense. I mean, that's honestly how that would probably end up going in reality.
Well, the thing is, that's under the assumption we haven't destroyed the planet by then.
Yeah, I mean that's looking more and more likely every day. But, Just last year, there were a bunch of people trying to friggin' defund the EPA, so... God.
Yeah.
Can't believe that we're almost a year into all that crap.
Yeah. It's just like, ugh. All I know as far as politics is like things are way more nuanced than a lot of people give them credit.
And right now it's like watching a toddler try to friggin' eat a crystal statue and break them everywhere. Like, no, that's not what that's for. Wow. Okay, goodbye, Big White.
I thought it was going the other way, but then again, these Zero Aretha's got decent mobility, plus the gyrons. But yeah, I know like well, we were talking about how like your gyrons like weren't working the way. I don't know. I just slap them on and they just seem to work for me. Like they typically won't really use them, I guess, until like they are like very close. But it's still like they still feel like it's acceptable when they do use it, because it allows them to just keep up that aggressive momentum. Depending on your weapon setup, like, oh man, string lights is banned.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It was funny, see. And then I tried to submit that one tank though. I'm just like, yeah, it's it's got a left arm thing and a laser cannon, but it has nothing else. It's totally legal. You're just like, I mean, I kind of did tell you I'd go out of my way to like.
You did. Yeah, it was. It sucks because if there were more teams, I totally would. But it's just like one of these things of the teams are so limited how they are. And it's weird to say that 190 is a limit. There's so freaking many.
Yeah, really. And before you add more.
Alright. We got a request to see Big White versus Grill Master. AKA Big White gets eliminated.
Well, let's see. So the Grand Canyon. Ooh, that's right. You gotta have that overnight grilling, right?
Exactly. So when you have all the smoke going in through the air, so that people don't call the fire department on you.
No, you just invite the whole neighborhood.
Or that, except that one douchey neighbor then just like calls the cops and like, no, they're grilling. They're having a party on a Saturday. I need to read my newspaper sudokus. I don't know. Something like
so
that.
wait, it's Big. Oh yeah, Big White is just getting smacked.
I think it's fair to say Big White's just not very good. They did okay, but
he doesn't have like the offensive potential that you should have as a freaking wall.
yeah, it's just there's no way to give him that amount of beef that he does in the original. So he generally ends up defaulting to rockets far more than he should. So a lot of his actual damage ends up getting lost unless he's fighting a tank. So he's a very effective anti-tank.
What's funny is like the idea of the bazooka. The idea of the bazooka flamethrower combo. Because I was looking at like the original Grill Master, and I'm just like watching its flamethrowers. Like, and I think the first idea was I was just gonna like make Grill Master like a little more trim and stuff, like he worked out and stuff and became all muscle. And I think that's why double flamethrowers, but he had still.
Are you seeing this right now?
Ammo. Yes, I am watching this.
Are you seeing this right now, though?
Yeah, I was too busy talking, so I wasn't paying attention. Then I looked at the numbers, and I'm like, oh wait.
Right?
Oh, what the fuck? What is this?
All right, well,
but
that's.
I was watching like Grill Master, like, and what would happen is like he'd have like the left flamethrower going, and then he'd just pull out his back rocket launcher and be like pew pew pew, and just freaking stun lock stuff. It was great.
It's it's painful when that happens. All right.
Yeah. Then of course the Grill Master I tried to slip by, didn't work.
All right. Why don't we go for the grandiose fight here?
So wait, is Grill Master just gone now?
Well, that's up to you guys to vote, because that was technically supposed to be a for fun fight. Not to mention I technically said that the whole idea behind this whole system here on the spreadsheet was to try and avoid somebody doing 15 fights in a row. Yeah, let's do Napoleon versus Don Colonel.
That was, who was that one again?
Exactly. So... Okay.
Oh yes, that's what.
Wonderful Body.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh
And-
hey, this is actually fitting for Wonderful Body because he doesn't move like a Nax does. He just like,
Exactly. Exactly. I was going through the list of different ACs and stuff, and I just see that one on there. Like, that sounds familiar, and then I look at it real quick. I'm like, yes, that's the guy. Oh man, and they want to fight in the desert, so that's fitting. That's fitting. Alright.
Well, sadly, the like military district map isn't there. Well, 'cause that would actually fit better, wouldn't it? It'd kind of be like it's still in the desert, but like you still have the buildings. They're actually destructible, but of course it's a Formula Front, so you have the night version with invincible buildings.
Also, we've been told that apparently the Grill Master made Big White into Soylent Green, I guess. Alright, so Don Colonel has every reason to win this. I know it's supposed to be Don or Colonel, but I like calling him Don Colonel. But it just sounds like he'd be all pretentious and say it that way.
Yeah,
So-
no, I would.
But yeah, the subjugator here, Napoleon. Again, I apologize for the glitch on the shade.
Not short. He's not short.
No, he is not. That guy was average size.
Well, actually, yeah. At least for the times, I think humans overall got taller even since like Revolutionary.
Well, apparently the whole thing with the height also was just due to the fact that some of the artists that portrayed him just like pretty much thought he was a massive douche, so they didn't
So,
really.
like propaganda.
Yeah.
So quite literally what Paul Revere did with the Boston Massacre.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, held it. To be fair,
With, like, different content.
to be fair, a lot of stuff with Paul Revere though, like the whole Midnight Ride thing and all that. It's like there weren't a lot of people. It was not just him, and apparently there's rumors that he was actually passed out drunk in a bar, and the others were the ones that actually did it. So, like, what?
Oh jeez.
I know, right?
Oh, history.
History's fun like that, and it's weird because my wife gets mad at me every time I bring it up. She'll bring up something as an example. I'm like, but it's this other thing. She's like, shut up, just stop. I know, you like history. Okay, this is way closer than it has any right to be. This is all coming down to if he's not popping out those Selenas or what. Alright, come on, Subjugator, recharge. Huh?
He just wants to float and die.
Yeah, he is recharging his Selenas.
Yeah.
According to Sarah Palin, Revere was coming to warn the Americans that the British were coming to take away our guns. Well, yeah,
Well, actually,
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
That is gold. And then of course, Royal here about one of my seagulls. Well, they aren't in this tournament because Reed.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the neck to adjust any more teams right now. Because I basically have to go make a backup of one of the teams, then replace that team with another team, and then, like, not mess up the backup in the background, which I've done before, and it was depressing.
You know, that should be like the final boss, just the seagulls.
Seagull warfare. Okay.
Because then you have like an LX tank, the ascended goal, and then you have like the freaking double bazooka seagull, the ultimate goal.
On the Palin comments over here, yeah, no, you could probably write a book of stupid comments that lady said. You could probably write several books, in fact. But
I feel like my intelligence has already gone down listening to that.
right.
It's just like why?
Well, I mean, they that happens every time somebody turns on the news now, though, to be fair. Like, every time that there's another attempt to rewrite history, like, dude, really? We're doing this again? It's like with the ridiculously easy to disprove stuff. Like the friggin' statue incident, oh my god. They're not historical, they went up in the 50s. That's why it says 50s on them. Anyway, there was some of those in Florida. And they basically said in school, even. They're like, yeah, these shouldn't be here. Okay, now, do Battle of the Generics here. The Esperanza versus the Panzer Messiah. Apparently
How dare
they...
you call Messiah generic? He's
Uh,
not going to come out with a vengeance.
he's too glorious.
It's actually one of the ACs I think I played a lot, like in Last Raven when I was testing design.
Yeah, he's one of those ones that's just so bland that he almost takes you by surprise when he actually starts winning. But no, I just thought that these two were an interesting counter to each other because look at their loadouts here, right? One of them's got the faster blade, one of them's got the basic one. They both got rifles. One of them's got missiles, one of them's got anti-missiles and rockets. So it's just like, which one's gonna win out here?
Oh man. Yeah, then I see Royal here saying my seagulls need to get some time. So like, Royal, did you actually like play around with those ACs? Because I know I sent you the T.
Also, another note for Royal here, by the way. His goals are in the AI dump. By the way, sorry I put all your stuff in the AI dump. Hopefully that's okay.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Because, yeah, that should be like 600 something ACs in there now.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know, but I've always preferred having like a couple of my own and then just like reimagining stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's really
who's...
interesting seeing what kind of ACs like to play around with it. Like just playing around with things is there's like my lightweight Mistral. That's like the I think in my current version is like the 63 machine gun, Griffin laser rifle, and E2 core with napalm. And
Yeah.
Tyrant, because you know gotta have the energy. I don't. Yeah, napalm.
Yeah, 4th and 5th gen are super fun to remake. Like some of the ones from... have you tried remaking any of the stuff from Verdict Day? Because you haven't...
Why would I want to remake something from that trash game? I mean, no. No, I haven't. I played Birthday like through the story and stuff, and got like all the parts. And I don't know. I haven't touched it in a while. I mean, it was fun. I did a little PvP. It's pretty fun. I had a nice little lightweight sniper build. Like by sniper build, I mean like close quarters sniper build. But it was pretty fun. I mean, it's just one of those. It doesn't have the lasting appeal to me.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of same thing. I liked the I liked the story of Verdict Day. Honestly, 5 weirdly reminded me of Twisted Metal 1 in every aspect, but just like everything about the design. But no, I don't know. I always had like a heavy reverse joint shield and rifle build. It was literally just there to just like let somebody run completely out of bullets and then just like run up and kick them. Because the bullet mechanics were so weird. Wow, is he actually pulling it back?
I think so, because like you just have the verticals that are firing, and the moving here is just like, oh, I'm just gonna go forward and dodge them.
Yeah, the Esperanza is out of direct fire. Oh crap! Oh crap! Man, shouldn't have been.
See, I told you Panda Messiah would come out with a vengeance.
That generic fury. Oh man, I wasn't expecting him to last a single round. Dang it! Well, I guess I'm out some few flop bucks here.
Well, you also kind of said Big White was going to lose against Grillmaster, so.
Yeah, I mean, true. I think we'll just assume I'm wrong in every situation. How do I feel about Struggler versus Mumu? Struggler, by the way, is that, I should just pull it up. This guy. The Shiranui.
Yeah, I guess Verdict Day, like the story had more depth to it. I don't know. I think it's just like it's the idea that everything you did literally doesn't matter or whatever, just kind of, or at least like the whole lone mercenary thing. I don't know. I preferred the atmosphere when it was like the mercenaries were like relatively powerful entities. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I liked. I kind of just always am a sucker for a good end time story. I just really like the way that they tied the ending into the multiplayer. They're like,
Yeah,
okay, you know, like.
definitely.
You beat the last boss, and his last words are pretty much, yeah, no, we have a crap ton more of these. They're all coming for you. And then you get to the multiplayer and like, oh crap, they all came. They're all here.
I think it would be interesting though if like AC games though, if they were like just like if whatever they play, it would be maybe play around with like insertion and extraction more, like make that more of a thing in missions, not just like, hey, I completed my objective. But you know, I happen to be in the like, or like, what is it? Let's look. I think one of the missions, like, what is it? 4, I think, where you go into the freaking like.
Oh,
Ojima thing.
the tower.
So
Yeah,
Not the tower, not necessarily the tower, but.
yeah.
How did the,
Oh, sorry. There's a little bit of
whatever
lag.
mission it was where you had to, yeah, whatever mission it was, you had to go kill like the terrorists, whatever they're taking, like Big Shell, I think is what it was called.
Yeah,
And so it's like you beat the mission, and you might be like in the bottom. You know, your AP's literally draining, and you're like almost dead. Like you beat the mission, and it's just like theoretically you'd be dead.
Oh yeah, no. 4 and FA
It
were.
would depend on the mission, though. Like, you don't. I would just prefer to see that more as a thing that matters.
I think what they should have done So Vernic Day had the whole arcade mode thing. I think they should just have made that a feature, and then you have a few pilots, and then, like, if you can extract your pilots, great. If you lose them, that sucks. But it's kind of something they played around with in Steel Battalion. And it's a shame that they didn't turn that into something that isn't a gimmick, because that had some really cool ideas. Like, if you got blown up and you managed to get out of your mech, or vertical tank, or whatever they called it, basically you had to go and replace it. Your budget was pretty much completely jacked at that point, but if you stayed in it, or if you end up going completely broke, then that's it. It wipes your save file. I mean,
Wow.
I wish that got remade, but
Yeah, it'd definitely be cool just to that I mean, ideally, like a game would have to be so complicated that you could like fine-tune parts, like you could maybe have little enhancements to them or whatever. I think would be interesting for the tuning system though would be maybe like you have different stats you can tune. Like the first few points will just tune that stat, but after a certain point, it would start affecting other stats. So let's say like weight tunes, you know what I mean?
Yep.
There's a certain point I would think where maybe like depending on how you're trimming the weight. Maybe if you trim so much, it might start affecting other things like accuracy or stability. I don't know.
Or even cooling, especially. Is like after you,
True.
you know, you might be trimming weight, but
Yeah.
suddenly everything's conducting heat so much worse. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it should be drastic, but I think it'd just be an interesting thing.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Like, or just more physics based. But then again, I mean, that's knowing From, I don't trust them to be able to do that. Like, it's fine. Like, if the whole Dark Souls remastered, it sounds cool, but like I was watching like a meme video of like Inferno Plus or whatever, and like he made a comment that's like, this is somehow going to be worse than Dark Souls
Holy
6.
crap. Did you see that comeback just now? They had exactly the same AP, then Mumu ran up and smacked him with a mine. Like, a few seconds before the end. They were both at 1781.
So is this based on you have to die or just lose?
I think since we're doing proper tournament format, we're just counting losses. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I liked it when it was you had to.
Because then technically, you know, stuff like the Shiranui here or Mumu would have pretty much no chance to win in most cases. Yep. Yeah.
And before they, yeah,
Huh?
and before they like you know, win. You know, given your track record so far today.
Yeah, pretty much. But alright, I think we'll just go with that. So let's do Mumu taking a win, surprisingly, and then Mumu should never win anything, but sure enough.
What? I'm just looking at the bots here.
Yeah, let me pull up the spreadsheet, actually. There we go. Now everyone can look at the bots. But, yeah, Wildcat versus... Necron. Necron versus Wildcat or SKP is almost definitely going to go to Necron, though.
Do we want to watch Critique lose?
Maybe. They might end up winning if I agree that they'll do it. What are you thinking? Critique versus Silver Fox or something?
I don't know. Something. Wasn't Silver Fox one of the things that managed to like actually beat like that BP version of a girl match?
Yep, sure was. Just because Silver Fox is just an outright beast.
The Critique is just fat.
Yeah.
I think I remember when I was building Critique, I had to do a lot of like the weight because it was so fat. I'm like, why?
Because I am the sentient chunk. Alright,
What's funny is like it was not even intentional, but like I made all 4 AC, like all the bots for the AC4 team, they happen to be in order, and when you see them in the plot, it's pretty great. Like that was completely by accident.
But yeah, this one's Silver Fox. Just like the wall of beefiness. Like literally his main thing is just withstanding heat and general damage so much that he just outlasts you. Grinder versus Appleboy, yeah, why not? It seems very skewed towards Appleboy, but then again, Grinder might also run them out of shots, at which point they have to make it a closer range fight, so yeah, actually that could be pretty fair. Alright.
Is Critique walking? Is that what I saw?
Nope, they're just boosting
Oh
very
my
slowly.
God.
They're
So-
contemplating taking an Uber to the fight. Like, this stupid mech isn't going anywhere. They just hop on top of somebody's, like, Uber Prius.
Or, you know, some water fort or something.
Oh my
That's
god.
what Critique does.
Critique's having a
Oh my
bad
God.
day.
Well,
Still,
the fight's
still
really
close, yeah. Amazing that it's taken...
Well, that right as I say, right as vertical missiles just bombard.
Yeah, those just... I think they got that extra heat damage. So
Yeah,
I've been...
Critique takes like forever to charge.
Man, their heat damage is that like little extra kick that they get. Really weird. It's just like out of nowhere. It's like, well, you know, like an extra 1,000. Why not? I don't know if that's you that just sent me a message on Discord. Yes, no, maybe so.
All I know is I was just hearing you humming, and I'm just like, knowing you have some music on your side, it's just like, but I'm just like on my side, like no context.
Nah, it's the 9-ball theme right now.
Oh yeah, dude.
Alright.
Destroy.
Destroy. Nurnberg. Alright, Gatecrasher. So this is gonna eliminate one of them. We got Shadow Age versus Esperanza, or Appleboy, as this should be. There we go, correct that. Figured Gatecrasher was a pretty good name for the early gatekeepers, as it were. Of which 8-ball definitely isn't one, but whatever.
Well, he's a gatekeeper of the bottom.
I guess so. I guess so. He's actually not bad at all things considered. Like, honestly, many challenger runs I've seen had issues getting past him. Though, to be fair, that was usually stuff like emulating an MT or something like that. And yeah, the centaurs are absurd. Alright, so I'm actually going to go ahead and bet on Grinder here. Because I think that rifle's going to run out of shots long before he has a chance to actually finish him. I think the Grinder can pretty successfully... Oh, he's just going to eat all of them, never mind.
Yeah, I was just looking at this like, those birds are going to do a lot of damage.
It's like, yes, I can take it, I am the Shell Beast. It's like, oh man. Move your chunky self. What are you doing? It's mostly the variable fire on those things that's such a problem. Because essentially
I know, like,
Oh, good.
Yeah, I know, like, missile-wise, what's a really annoying combo is, like, the light reverse joint with, vertical missiles, like just the MVs, then you put on the micro missile extensions on the side, and then you have, like, the left-hand missile launcher. Those missiles you have so many different missile angles.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, made a good point here that this just happened to be the perfect arena for vertical missiles. Couldn't be more perfect. He's just sitting there
Well,
waiting.
Appleboy's cool, you know, Appleboy's cool, he's gotta stay.
Yeah. Dang it, I'm always hoping Grinder will accomplish something.
He actually managed to hit Appleboy.
He got him with some rockets once. I mean, his best bet right now
Once.
is pretty much to stun him with rockets and get close, get a parry in, maybe he'll overheat him. Because without an overheat,
Well,
he's just boned.
That requires
Oh.
intelligence.
He almost nailed him in the knee.
Considering that I managed to hurt my knees this morning.
Well,
I mean, nothing major, just like I was working out and took a sprint a little too hard and hit some hard stuff.
that'll do it.
Stop myself in time.
There we go, he's got him in a... well, he would have had him in a corner. Needs to hit him with a bunch of rockets to overheat him, and then he has a chance to get in close. But it looks like he's suffering at all ranges, really. He kind of needs this rifle to run... Oh, well...
Oh, man.
Oh, man, backslashed! He's got friggin' Dark Souls over here.
Well,
Oh,
which Dark
man.
Souls are we talking about? If we're talking about Dark Souls 1, then, well, that was a frontal attack, and so that was completely not Dark Souls.
Nah, I mean, he completely circled around his back and got him in the back, so I think it's one of those rubber band moments from DS1. Alright, so...
Code.
An amazing code. Alright. That's Shadow Age eliminated. Apple Boy getting his win. His adventure's already ruined by Crossback. Come to think of it, for fun, I kind of want to see what would happen with Grinder versus Crossback.
Do it.
Let's reload him. Let's probably leave the same map because it's got the same loadout where, same general layout
Or
of
just-
where they both end up
I
fighting.
don't know. Or let the wheel do it. Let the wheel decide.
Alright, we'll spin the wheel. Also, I need to figure out where the hell I put Crossback. Yeah, it loaded. You see it, you can back this up. It friggin' rolled Yeri block again.
Yep.
Because that's just
I
what
can
it
back
does.
this up, but I'm gonna just lie, you know. Just.
Oh, well, thanks. Thanks.
It says Yuri block, yeah. So.
Alright. Where the...
What kind of name is that anyway?
Doral?
Oh, I mean, like Yuri block.
I mean, I guess it's in Russia or something? I don't know. Okay, he's an Underdoge. It is Yeri block, you know? Where you go meet with all the comrades. I don't know.
Wow.
Terrible Russian accent.
Wow, that would actually sound decent.
It's the worst Russian accent I've done in a while. It's weird because I should be able to do a pretty decent one with how many Russian investors I've seen over the years. They always creep me out. Oh man.
What the? Oh, he just freaking like mined it.
Yup. Crossback showing up like, yeah, no, everyone underestimates me. This is what happens. This is when I'm gonna go all out.
Well, like even like Last Raven, like BDP urchins are fun to play with.
Right?
Oh, yeah, definitely because it's just like aggressive maneuvers and then you just like freaking like just throw mines at people. I mean, you kind of need the control scheme where like it's much better with the control scheme where you have the insides as a dedicated button, which is funny. It's in this game, but there's no option for it in like Last Raven and the games that came later. Right? It's just like what were you thinking?
They forgot. Like, they had a really weird history of forgetting really useful things. Like, one thing
Yeah,
that's really funny, if you've, do you have the original PS2 version of Silent Line?
No.
So, they completely forgot a feature, in that one. As in, they halfway implemented it and left it in there, but, they completely forgot to update the names. So, like, the start menu, arena? Like, you just basically go and fight that weird list of mostly the submarina kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, they had that in there, but they completely forgot to update the names from AC3. So, it looks like exactly the same arena, but it's completely different fights. They just copy-pasted the wrong thing. Yeah, so, Crossback somehow winning a fight.
Well, he's not killing though, and see, this is the part where I'm disappointed.
Yeah, that's another reason for the rule, just because he's got... Okay, having done, like, the Crossback run of 3 NSL, his whole thing is he wins eventually. There's no quick wins with him. Like, in most cases, because you can use the mines, you can use the machine gun EOs and all that, but like 90%
He
of
just mined himself.
Yep, he's that good. But no, he, the thing is, like, his mines are really his only potent damage, even after you get his EOs and stuff working right.
Whoa. Is Grinder just like, where did you go?
Yep.
Is that literally what it...
That's
He
what
doesn't
cost him the last fight, because he just kept sitting there and taking it. That's why he got that
He doesn't have
backslash
a
at the
radar,
end.
does he? Oh yeah, he doesn't have a radar with that head.
Nope. He is completely dumbfounded most of the time.
Freaking no radar shenanigans are pretty great.
Yeah, I maxed out his tracking, but his, by and large, his dumbness kind of carries over through all the games anyway. Alright. So, yeah, there you go. That happened. Now, moving on. Let's say... Like, honestly... Ooh, End Bomb versus 3089 Taurus. There we go.
You know what we need?
What's that?
3089 Taurus
That's what I...
versus Max Dorifto.
This is true. This is true. Do this thing, and then Taurus versus N-Bomb. Now, where the hell did I put this guy? At the Scaff. You're putting him on the line here, though. Because if he can't drift hard enough, he's done for. Also, Royal, yeah, I have no idea how the hell that even happened. Makes no sense. Also, they should have just called this Nexus Town. No reason for them not to.
Or just Born City, because wasn't that what it was actually called?
Yeah, I think so. This Dim Cage Town sounds really dumb when it's clearly the other map. But...
Well, you know, you've got to have those, you know, logos.
yeah, that's the difference. It went from just dark to just dim with all the logos.
I like how Max Dorifto's just, like, going everywhere.
Like,
It's
no!
let's just this whole map and this whole fight.
I have to win. I have to drift hard through the city streets. There's police sirens going on in the background.
I think supposedly on, like, the actual road that, like, Mount Akina is based on, I think they put, like, speed bumps and stuff or something on it so that, because, you know, it got popularized for street racing.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, we can't have that.
So, so far the Taurus is winning.
Aw, shit.
Oh, wait, never mind, he just pulled it back.
Max Dorifto, show us your... Max Dorifto is just a fun one to watch fight.
Right? Oh, by the way, Royal, I saw that. I saw it a few minutes after I ended up saving the starting party team, though. I was gonna change it to the Crown Vic for your thing in there. Which, by the way, yeah, the AC1 starter is actually the way Royal put it together, but basically it was just like one of those things of it's a story AC, so it's fine. It doesn't count as an entry. Just like I didn't count Old Lang Syne, because he's also technically a story AC. Alright, so
Or like all 5 of my AC4 bots.
yeah, pretty much. Alright, so Dorifto continues his winning streak. Where are you, Taurus? You take one loss, but you're going against N-Bomb now.
Well, you know what's funny is, you're about trouble against the Taurus, but yet managed to defeat things like Prometheus, that are, I'm pretty sure, A, beefier, and B, better armed.
Who even knows? It's just a weird situation, I think we can say. Alright, now where are these two chumpos fighting? I think this is gonna go to the Taurus. Lavis Canyon? Alright. I don't know, I was...
Grillmaster going to like stop the fight, or is Grillmaster the one who's refereeing the fight?
Yeah, he's just up there, kind of like Jacko is in Last Raven on the top of that cliff. He's just Grillmaster up there. Just like slowly cooking a steak.
But yeah, don't forget the apron or whatever, right?
Exactly. Alright, they're apparently really into wall hugging.
Well, you know, gotta show the loves, you know, the walls need some loving for good luck.
Exactly. Love that nature. Those hand rockets are absurd when they hit, though. Just because the whole thing they get... Oh, crap. That was a pummeling and a half. I think N-Bomb might actually be making it. Yeah, these the little hand claw rockets on the right there get overlooked a lot. Those things are amazing. I mean, wow. He's just hovering along there. But yeah, no, those things are awesome because they fire 2 shots at one time. So even though their numbers suck on paper, they do a metric crapload of damage. Oh, crap. Taurus just got himself eliminated. No, Taurus! Oh well. Such things happen. He got eliminated in 2 fights in a row. Rippin' underwhelming. Let's make sure this one's... Alright. Underdoge, now underfoot. Ha.
What's a good meme fight for Robbie Rotten?
Let's see here. Let me pull up the spread. Want to have him fight the Eggtastrophe?
Sure.
Should be an interesting one. He's all super fast like. Yeah, the Eggtastrophe I had to put in for Cow's team because that thing is really cool. Like, I didn't really get the answer at the time that I was putting the teams together. But this thing has a tendency to be ridiculously dodgy. Or it just stands there. It's kind of a crapshoot as far as that goes. But this is the exact same one from the videos before. So, he should still do that same awesomeness.
Or, you know, just get pelted to death.
Alright, Leptis Arena. Yeah, this is probably going rotten, but let's see.
Well, I just want to see, like, nukes, like, explode.
I don't think that... Let me take a look. I think Corpse Fool might be in there.
Oh, the fight's starting, so, yeah.
Just taking a look here. Well, I made the Dark Charm at some point. Wow. Man, those effects are just mean. Okay, that was... Ow.
AP. 1 AP. That was great.
Oof. That hurt. Okay.
I want to redo that, though, if she was blocking it again, so...
Oh! Son of a Baconator, dang it. Sorry. Sorry. I did a dumb. Let's just replay. There we go, I saved time.
Now I can't watch it again, because you're on the spreadsheet.
Well...
There we go.
There we go, you're reliving it. You're reliving the canon experience.
2 screens! Because I can see, like, your actual, like, window open, then I can see your OBS window that's recording.
Right? Yeah, we're probably wrapping this up in like 20 minutes, by the way, because I saw a thing yesterday that apparently if you try to go over 2 hours, it's like it just breaks.
Okay. Well, you've not been interrupted by the little one, or so.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised that they're still asleep. And that
In 30.
they did go to sleep late yesterday, so.
Oh,
But no, they went to sleep late yesterday. They're probably going for a bit of that sleep thing. Oh, yeah. Tall Spot versus A-Pool. We're doing this.
You know what might work better, though, for the OBS to prevent the sheet from blocking the...
What's that?
Set the, whatever, like the actual fights to go over the sheet, but when you want to, like, show the sheet, you just, like, disable, like, the, fight one, so you may... Actually, no, you'd probably still run into the same issues, it's just remembering to click things.
Yeah, I mean, I just basically had it like this, and then I just turn this on or off. Except right now it's minimized, so... I tried just running it where I would always minimize it. Now for this one, because they're both missile ACs, I'm just going to go ahead and pick a nice big open arena, like the Frost region.
No, you gotta choose the most urban map possible. With the most coverage.
But I want to see fireworks! So Eggtastrophe will probably be back. They'll, well, I mean, they'll definitely be back before the end of the tournament, but I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure they'll end up getting a win, because that thing is really good, actually. It just really varies when it wants to be good. Alright. There we go, that's the kind of stuff that I built Veranork for.
Veranork actually wants to try now.
Yep. I don't know why they just gave up all hope on life last time. So, Tall Spot, by the way, oh man, I love these fireworks. But okay, so I put up a video a while ago, called, I think it was like Tall Spot Earns His Name or something like that. Because, he had this hilarious thing, if you went for the gun emplacement map, he did this whole thing where he would basically just, like, get himself in such a position that if you jumped in the air, he will repeatedly nail you, like, 7 or 8 times and just launch you vertically out of the arena. It was really awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, so that mess was pretty freaking sweet. What else do we have here? Gimmick Box versus Catastrophe. Which one's the Catastrophe? Do you know? Which one's the Catastrophe?
Good question.
Oh, we can do Greenhorn versus Bathyscaph while we're waiting for that answer.
Right as I started looking through the sheet to find it.
It's all your fault. You didn't look fast enough.
Yeah, really.
Basically ruined it forever. Hold on, I'll pull it up in just a sec. Let's start this one. Dim Cage. Perfect.
So who am I looking for again?
Catastrophe. Make sure the fight isn't getting blocked here.
Well, I think it might be getting blocked, but if you got OBS going. Just because if you have the order, I don't know.
There we go.
what you're doing.
I mean,
Not found.
yep. So yeah, Royal, if you want to clarify which one you're talking about, I actually can't find it. Oh man,
Well, now
which
we're at
crappy
1 versus
silky
one,
build is going to do it?
I kind of want the one that you're watching right now.
Yeah, I like the Bathyscaph, it's fun.
Yeah. And it's just like pew. Man, railguns could have been such a cool thing in the freaking 3rd gen. Why did they have to make it freaking terrible?
They're really good on quads.
Well, I guess at least, although I guess for the AI, like railguns are still cool, but like against the player, it's just like, no, I just learned the charge time, and then the Python could have been really cool, but no, has to be
Nope. Could do, speaking of railgun builds, could do, the Grasshopper versus someone.
Yeah, that sounds.
That thing's awesome. It's like the ultimate one-shot build so far in the roster. Where is he at? Actually, he already had a win. Do we? Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, he was mentioning that Bathyscaph would be doing better if he used the Zeo. He decided to wait forever to use it.
Well, the problem with that is it
Okay.
makes too much sense.
Yeah, the AI is not good at making sense. Alright, hang
But
on.
even in real life, if something makes too much sense, it's dumb.
Made of communism. Yeah, let's do this one. AC4 soundtrack for some reason. Okay, hell was I doing here? No, get your... No. No. I don't know your language. Get it away from here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, Valkyrie versus Haunted. Let's do that.
Do we have any version of Royal Blues in this, or Tic Tac?
We have, actually, wait. I think I have him down as TikTok, but I think so.
Well, I think Tic Tac is what Royal sent me, something based on TikTok, but not the exact same thing.
I'm not sure. Let's... Dim Cage! So it's the same place. Alright, so we're gonna have a sniping fight in the middle of the city. Man, how did they decide random stuff before coins and random numbers?
Good question.
They just get the village crazy person? Is that why there's always one in every story ever? Spout something. Okay, they said cabbage. I mean, I guess that sounds a little bit like train. We'll invent trains now.
Well, I'm sure they had ways of doing stuff, so...
Yeah.
I imagine that a lot of, like, dice and stuff is probably really old.
Yeah, you ever read about, like, old-timey Viking navigation and stuff like that? Like, figuring out ways to navigate at night and everything before, like...
No, I haven't.
So they basically found, I forget, it's like crystals of some description. They found some way to basically capture reflected light through clouds. So they pretty much had a way to navigate around, well, pretty much when there were no stars to navigate by and that kind of thing. They had all kinds of different navigation methods for bad weather and stuff, just whenever other people wouldn't be able to get around. That's part of the reason they were able to get the jump on everybody so often. Alright, there's Valkyrie gone. So, dude guy's white face catch on the face? Alright, anyway. I said nothing. Moving on. So, Haunted wins it.
I was just thinking like along those lines too, so... wait, I wasn't thinking anything.
We all heard and saw nothing. Alright, let's see. And oh yeah, so we got a request for call limit last time. So let's go to incompetence. This amazing chumpo right here versus the other amazing chumpo. So how much do you remember about the sub-arena from AC3?
You mean that one really annoying maze?
No, I mean the contestants in it. Alright, Do Light City again?
I thought you said submarine, like that one mission. That's like, wait, it was.
Oh no, the submarine. I think you're thinking of the boat, and yeah, that thing was just a pile of dicks. But that's I was just saying, as far as the sub arena, friggin' Endymion, this guy right here. Oh
I
man.
remember Exile is a thing.
Yeah, Exile versus Hot Rod would be hilarious, and we probably should do that too. But no, Endymion, like, his whole thing's like, oh, he's descended from this famous knight guy, but he can't prove it, so now he's taking care of his sick family by being a mech pilot or something. And his AC is pretty much just the starter AC with lighter parts, and,
because that makes sense.
and a sniper rifle with a really crappy FCS. So the AI will be fine anyway, because they're really good at keeping the lockbox going. You know, as Call Limit here sets himself on fire, as he does. So I figured these two are probably about tied for worst place.
Oh man.
But just saw him in the arena there, and like, no, I gotta add this idiot in. Watch him be an amazing contender now. Don't know why it's being all choppy right now. Probably just too much stuff running.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's alright on my side here. Pew. Pew.
Pew, pew, pew,
Pew.
pew. Now, what an amazing shock and upset. Call Limit loses. Wow, who could have seen that coming?
Yeah, really.
I love how even in the wiki they're like, he's not made to win. He's made to just stall for time, and that's it. The sound is ashamed of the contestants. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, Virtue versus Champion Champs. This is kind of getting into weird niche territory here, but it's basically Killdozer versus that hovering parry AC from AC3.
Yeah. How much more time you got? Because I think we should figure out a finale.
Probably 2 more.
Okay. Like including this one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, whatever works for you, so.
Like, in case it randomly cuts off, it'll be fixed, but I've just been told it cuts off at 2 hours, so...
Like on YouTube?
Yeah, I guess? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I could find so many, like, those 10-hour videos.
Leptis Arena. Yeah, no, I think it's streams that cut off at 2 hours. What was the thing there? I don't know, it was something Royal was talking about. Huh?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really do streaming that much of.
Well, this is probably the first and maybe only time I'm trying it, just because it fits for this kind of format.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, this is one of those weird days where it's actually quiet in the morning.
The sound is ashamed of the contestants.
Exactly. Alright. I'm gonna bet on Killdozer here, just because he's got more AP, and if neither of them ever hits the other one, he'll win it by default.
Yeah, really.
As Virtue sets himself on fire from firing the parry blade. Okay,
Yeah,
that's...
you should look at seeing about getting like the Twitch comments like on the video somehow.
Probably should. Probably should. The way that would be done would... you know, let's just... I'll set it up for next time. Pretty much the way it would be is I would set up a second recording window for just that part of the chat. And I believe there's an app...
Maybe like an overlay or something that would always be there.
Yeah. And then it all has to be arranged, and then one window gets moved out of place and the entire thing turns into some weird, like, pile of Legos, but we'll see.
Yeah, because I mean, I've seen some interesting stuff. I mean, yeah, what's pretty fun to watch speedruns of, like, I've watched some of, like, Legend of Zelda speedrun stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, like, quite interesting.
There was this AGDQ run that was Link to the Past with a randomizer, and it was like a race speedrun. Which is like all the stuff randomized. It was really fun to watch.
You know what's also really fun to watch?
That.
F-Zero GX speedrun. Holy shit, what you can do in that game.
Huh, I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I actually haven't watched much F-Zero, period. Also, wow, Virtue's actually winning it?
Well, it's just because there's like so much weird physics in F-Zero GX that it's just like you would think, like, if you, like, there's the one thing where you can do to really speed yourself up, is go to a ledge and, like fall off for, like, 1 frame and come back on, or something along those lines. And, like, for some reason, you get fast.
Wow. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then there's something about, like, also, let's say, like, you use a boost pad or whatever to go above your max speed. Apparently, holding down the throttle makes you decelerate to your max speed faster than if you were to just let go of the throttle when you're above it.
Because logic. Huh.
Really. A lot of techniques do. Then, of course, there's, like, the task stuff, and it's just like, why?
I don't know, tool assisted are always... It's like, is this really legit? You're basically telling your computer to pretty much run itself a certain way.
Well, I think it's cool to watch. I think it's because it's like seeing what you can accomplish.
Yeah, true. True.
I mean, it's its own thing. I mean, it's not like it's meant to be like, oh, a task run and like a non-task run are like in the same category. They're different things. So it's cool to see what you can do.
Wow, actually, Virtue's actually going to kill off Killdozer.
Yeah. Well, isn't Killdozer like that one crazy guy from Spirit of Mother Wilhard?
Yep, he just shows up. I'm like, I'm gonna boost her on the ground while you're way up there.
You just ignore him and just be like, I'm just gonna go kill Mother Will.
Right? Like, I found it hilarious that there was some guide that was talking about like, oh, he can come up behind you and you gotta be all careful. Like, he just sits there. He's just way the hell over there.
I mean, I'm sure he can do something. It's just like for the most part, just go to Motherwell, keep your situational awareness up, I guess.
Yeah, like,
let's see, what would be a good last fight here?
Well, we got a request for a Grinder versus Sahelanthropus for the hell of it while we're waiting for one of them.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, that's what, yeah, looks like the last one. Yeah, that sounds like a good...
Like, technically, Shadow Age is already eliminated, but if there's a... should we just give a freebie to kill off Sahelanthropus? It's so stupid.
Make sure it dies.
Alright, this needs to be the only map where it's just deserts and savannas. It's gonna be in the desert. Yeah, no, the Sahelanthropus was such a stupid idea. Can't believe they did that.
It became, like, really effective. And of course, when you built it here, it became effective, so you were like, oh no, can't have that.
Yeah, I mean, for all of this, like, stupid advanced stuff, it gets beaten by a single guy. I think in MGS5 it was the most striking. Come on. He's actually got a chance to hit him with a parry blade, that's why I'm saying this works out. Just because this guy just walks.
And before it's just like, help.
Pretty much.
Wait, what is
He got him.
Oh my god!
It didn't do much,
Not
but he
enough.
got him. Yeah, no, it's just like... the stupid Gundam-looking thing, and I know it's still got stuff to do. That's why it's the most advanced thing the series has ever had. And then a child steals it, and then we're never going to mention it again.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's the ultimate shark jumping technology. A weapon to surpass the shark jump.
And before we go to Sharknado.
Oh, yeah. It somehow jumped sharks harder than Sharknado, and that's hard to do. Alrighty. Well, I think that'll be that for today.
Yep.
So,
Alright.
thank you all the folks, and yeah, back to doing this stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for watching and all that. Yeah, obligatory like outro stuff. Insert here.
Exactly. Thanks, Voctor, for showing up for this thing.
No problem.
And,
Should have been napping, but you know who needs sleep?
Exactly. So, if you guys, if anyone wants to do co-commentary or other ones too, just let me know. We can just make this a complete vocal fustercluck. All right. Everyone, have a good day. See ya.